Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly pop culture wrap-up. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I am Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly pop culture wrap-up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get right into it. Diamond Comics resumes distribution May 20th. Wednesday, May 20th will be the next proper new comic book day, not a DC only new comic book day. Obviously DC's doing their stuff right now. They got new comic books coming out this week. Diamond's going to resume May 20th. You'll see some Image books, you'll see some Boom books, you'll see some books from other publishers, but you won't see any Marvel comics. Marvel Comics isn't going to resume selling comics until May 27th, the very next week. So you're going to have a new comic book day for May 20th, but there are going to be no Marvel books. Marvel's going to resume the very next week, May 27th. It's going to have a very light first week. Only 5 titles, and it's Amazing Spider-Man 43, Avengers 33, Marauders number 10, Star Wars Dr. Aphra number 1, and Venom number 25. So unlike DC, Marvel's starting with a very strong slate of new comics. What's interesting about this new model, though, from Marvel is, first of all these comic book companies and publishers, they're slowing up the release schedules. So not so much stuff is going to come out all at once. It's going to be kind of a slow roll back into normalcy. With Marvel, they got 5 comic books out that first week, no comic books out the next week, which would be the first new comic book day of June. Only trade paperbacks and graphic novels. Then the next week, they got 6 books coming out. Then the following week, no new comics, just trade paperbacks and graphic novels, and then they're going to start mixing it up, and then we will get back to a more normalized Marvel release schedule. At least that's the idea. So we've not only have seen the light at the end of this no comic book tunnel, we are now basking in the glow of the light ahead of us. Anyway, all things considered, if everything goes the way it seems like it's going, we got new comic books from DC this week, we got new comic books from other companies May 20th, new comic books from Marvel May 27th, and a slow rollout over the following weeks and months into a full-fledged, thriving comic book industry again, let's hope so. A Hero Forged is a new free comic book that was just released by Scott Lobdell and Brett Booth. It's available on the Instagram account Quarren Comics. So if you're a Lobdell and a Booth fan, and I know a lot of people are because they've worked together and been very successful together, so check it out. It's on IG, and there it is, and it's all free. There's going to be a new G.I. Joe movie. We already got the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe Origins movie coming out. Well, it looks like Hasbro and whatever company's doing it, I don't know. It seems like they've gone ahead and started developing a follow-up G.I. Joe proper movie. So yet another attempt to give us a G.I. Joe movie, and I hope they finally give us a good one, because the only good G.I. Joe movie is in fact Street Fighter with Van Damme and Raul Julia. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Speaking of Hasbro movies, there's a new Transformers movie in development. In fact, two dates have been set for 2 new Transformers movies. One is expected to be a follow-up to Bumblebee. The other one is rumored to be Beast Wars. Beast Wars. I would be interested in seeing that. I'd be interested in seeing the reaction to that, I'll tell you that much. Space Jam, A New Legacy. That's right, the Space Jam sequel starring LeBron James and Bugs Bunny, and of course Daffy Duck. We can't leave him out. Space Jam has a new title, Space Jam, A New Legacy. I'm really pumped. I love Space Jam. It's stupid. This movie's going to be stupid. I'm expecting kind of the same thing, just LeBron and not MJ. And then we can all argue about who's the GOAT of Space Jam and not just who's the GOAT of the NBA. And that would be a more refreshing argument than the same circular argument that we always get on sports radio and whatnot, and in conversation with everybody. Everybody has their opinions. We all know it's MJ. Anyway, so Space Jam, A New Legacy. I'm really pumped for that, but we all know who the GOAT of Space Jam is. And that's Taz. I wish it could be Daffy, but it's Taz. Come on, man. Hercules live action film. No surprise there, except for it's the Disney Hercules. That's right, they're doing a live action adaptation of Disney's Hercules, and the Russo brothers are attached to produce it. So that seems pretty interesting. Hercules is one of my least favorite Disney animated films, but I think it's a cool story with a lot of potential, and I'm very excited to see who they would cast, and just see what happens. I'm excited to check it out. I don't know. I'm always excited to check that stuff out. Talking about movies, AMC and Cineworld. Cineworld owns Regal, which is one of the theaters that we personally, PCP, that's like our personal theater that we go to. They're banning Universal films once they get back rolling. Universal pulled that move where they went and took that Trolls World Tour movie and they released it video on demand instead of in theaters because theaters were closed. And it seems like they got really mad, and they have now vowed that there will be no Universal Pictures shown in AMC theaters or Cineworld theaters. Wow. I don't know if that's a great decision for them. We were talking about this a little bit on the Johnny Dangerously movie review stream that we did, and it just, to me personally, it seems like it's kind of a bad idea because I don't think a lot of people are going to be rushing back to the theaters so quickly. I think it's going to take some time. And Universal's got Fast and Furious and other big franchises, but it's in particular Fast and Furious, and you don't want to miss out on that. But I think they're aware that maybe this is just something where they're going to be like, well, we'll just say this so that they can be like, oh, well, we will never do it again. And then they can work it all out before Fast and Furious comes out, because it's not till next year now. Who knows? I think it's a silly move. What do you think? Let us know in the comments down below. So, I'm about to talk about a movie trailer that I actually watched, or a TV show trailer, and I actually watched it, okay? Lovecraft Country. Lovecraft Country is a new HBO series produced by Jordan Peele and J.J. Abrams. And I cannot remember the name. It's the co-creator of Underworld, or Underwood, something like that. I'm not familiar. Misha something. I'm not familiar with their work, but Jordan Peele, J.J. Abrams, Lovecraft Country, and I watched the trailer like 2 times in a row. Got me very excited. Seems like a more serious and version of Stranger Things in a way. I love H.P. Lovecraft's work. I love those stories. You don't see too much crazy Lovecraftian cosmic need type stuff, but I mean, they ain't gonna reveal all that quite yet. I don't know. I got high hopes for this. Jordan Peele, J.J. Abrams, Lovecraft, HBO. It looks really cool. Looks really cool. And I could easily be like, oh, I don't know. But then I just kind of got fooled last year on Watchmen, where I didn't think Watchmen would be very good, and Watchmen was awesome. So I'm actually kind of pumped for this. Lovecraft Country on HBO. It's going to be on HBO Max and, of course, just on the HBO, the channel proper. That's what we got for you this week. What's coming up here at PCP? Well, we do have a live stream tonight. Rockin Robbie Live. That's right. Tonight, 7 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And it's a Teen Dog Shades night. Gonna have a lot of fun celebrating the start of Robbie Week, because my birthday is next Sunday, and we're building up to the birthday bash stream for Rockin Robbie, for me, whatever. But we're gonna have a lot of fun. Also, weekly comic book review will be on schedule this week, because DC is releasing comic books, and it's more than 5, and more than just titles that hardly anybody reads. We got Green Lantern, we got Flash, we'll be talking about all that tonight. You'll get the second Marvel in the 90s segment tonight on the live stream as well. We're going to start off kind of like normal, and then we're going to get wild and weird and wacky with the Teen Dog Shades, and it's going to be so much fun, as it always is. Also, lots of more fun. A live stream we're going to be covering, and let me go ahead and announce the winner. Army of Darkness. Army of Darkness was the winner of the PCP Army movie poll, so if you're Facebook member, jump on over to PCP Army. It's the official Pop Culture Philosophers Facebook group, and you can join up and vote in the next PCP movie review poll. And that one is going to be themed around baseball movies. We are all missing baseball here in the Huntsville Attic, so we're very, very excited to have a poll with a bunch of baseball movies and see who wins. Y'all, vote for Sandlot or 8 Men Out. Please, I'm telling you. But I'll watch any of them. Anyway, thank you guys so much. We got live streams. We got fun stuff. We got some surprises coming up this week that I think you'll be rather pleased with. So thank you so much for checking out the video. Thank you so much for your support, especially during everything that's gone on. But weekly comic book reviews are back, and it feels like we're kind of ramping back into a little bit of a more normal type thing. Not completely, obviously, but you know, it's just the way it goes. Anyway, we'll see you tonight on Rockin Robbie Live, Teen Dog Shades Edition. Thanks for rocking with us. Check us out at popculturephilosophers.com for podcasts and a whole lot more. And please do like, share, and subscribe, and comment below with anything you want to say. Anyway, I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on digging and reading and loving and living and learning.